Okay, before this video starts, let me just quickly say, the gameplay you're about to see does not justify this gun. This gun is actually a really good gun, and I hope you guys do take the chance to actually get it, because it's really fun. So, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the new LMG gun, even though it has been out for about over a week and a half now, but that doesn't matter. It's new and it's really good. So the gun is called the Bruin Mark 9, but some people, they might know it from the Battlefield franchise and Battlefield 4 as the M249 SAW. And not gonna lie, when I saw that it came to Call of Duty, I was very, very excited because when I played Battlefield 4, I loved the support class, especially this gun, because this gun was absolutely awesome. Like, it actually puts a smile to my face thinking about it. But no, so when COD released it in one of their updates, I was thrilled until I saw what you had to do, and believe me, I wasn't excited. So what you had to do was get 3 kills with enemies near smoke for 15 games. So that doesn't sound hard, but when you do it, it's really hard. To have enemies near smoke, it was awful. But luckily, when this dropped, you had Shoot the Ship, which was Shipment and Shoot House 24/7. And what I did was simply, I lobbed the smoke on the floor in Shipment, I sat in it with a thermal, and I sprayed like hell. And about 20 games later, I finally got it. And for as much as pain and suffering that this gun costed me, I was really happy that I got it. Like, this gun is actually really, really fun to use. And I am sad that the gameplay doesn't do it justice. But no, through the gun you have an abysmal amount of attachments you can use, the usual barrel ones, muzzle, and all of those. But what I like about it is the magazines. So the default magazine is 100, I believe, and then you can get a 200 magazine, which is, I think, overkill, and then you can get a 60 round magazine, which in the gameplay, that is what I'm using. And the 60 round magazine makes this gun that's a very slow ADS time to actually a gun that's actually quite usable. Like, the ADS time, along with the grip and maybe a stock, it actually does become quite well. Like, the ADS time is quite good, so you can compete in close quarter fights. But yeah, in multiplayer, it really doesn't, in my opinion, it really doesn't shine. Like, when you get in a close quarter fight with it, you will probably lose if they are good with their gun. Like, there's going to be the M4, the MP5, the MP7, and all those meta guns. Like, they're really good, and this gun, it isn't a meta gun. It's really fun, believe me, but in multiplayer, it just isn't that good. Like, it's a fun gun to use, but unless you want to get a bit of rage happening in multiplayer, and you're choosing mid to long range fights, then it'll shine. But as soon as you get in a close range map, really, you're gonna struggle a little bit unless you've got killer ADS speed. Like, you've just gone for aim down sight only, and you're just awesome with your headshots. Because believe me, I'm not awesome with my headshots. I'm not really good. But what I found with this gun when I got it, because I got it the second day it released or dropped in the DLC, is that it's really good for Warzone. I don't have any gameplay for it in Warzone because, quite frankly, I suck at Warzone. Let's be honest, I'm not the best at it, and it's quite late at night, so I haven't got anyone to play it with, and I'm not really good at solos. But this gun, once you do a bit of perk changing and whatnot, add the monolithic suppressor and keep the 100 drum magazine for it, you've got a gun that has 100 rounds. And in Warzone, that's awesome. Like, you can sit on the, like, I don't like campers, but you can sit on a roof, a guy's in the open, 100 rounds you have to lay down on them. Like, that's a lot. Like, the next closest you can get is, what, 60 rounds in your M4 or the Growl or the M13? 60. You have 40 more bullets than them. You can literally rain fire against them. And add a couple of other things, a good stock. The integrated sight, so you've got the ACOG and the red dot sight, is really good. Like, for that gun, like, if you want to go for that type of build up, which basically makes it a machine in Warzone. Like, ever since I unlocked this gun, like that's the gun I use in Warzone because honestly, I think it shines in Warzone because you've got the longer ranges against people where the ADS speed will not take a play. So that longer ranges where you have height advantage on a roof and they're stuck in the open and you're on a roof. That's where this gun will honestly shine. And for the people that don't have it, believe me, I will get it because for a roof, for Warzone alone, this gun's awesome. Like, in my opinion, this gun is in the meta for Warzone. Like, it really is in the meta for Warzone. Multiplayer, not so, but Warzone. In Warzone, you see the Growl a lot, the M4 a lot, and snipers. This thing in Warzone against the Growl and the M4, and if you're a slightly good aimer in for it, you will destroy. Like, you can literally sit there and spray 100 rounds. Like, that's awesome. For 60 to 100 rounds, I'd rather have 100 rounds than 60 personally. But no, this gun, for all the hype it is, it's not the best, not gonna lie. When I got it, the nostalgia it gave me, I was excited. As soon as I saw this, I did a download and I was like, oh my god, this LMG, I remember this when I was playing Battlefield 4. Like, the nostalgia in me, it raced through the roof. It really did. Like, I was excited. But in the meta of guns in this game, it has its own little niche area where it's not, like, depending on how good you are, it can be okay in multiplayer, but great in Warzone. And for someone that plays both, like myself, or someone that plays Warzone only or multiplayer only, it's a really niche market for this gun. So the chance of you using it for the struggle you get, because I know people that I play with, they're only just getting it now. Like, they're the average player. They didn't play since it dropped till when I got it, which was 2 days afterwards. They didn't play constantly trying to get it, like me, where whenever they hop on COD and they feel like it, they might do a game or two and try and do it like that. So the average players are only just getting it now, and it's a very rare gun to see in Warzone or multiplayer. But if you do a lot of Warzone, I would actually recommend it. It's a really fun gun to use, and especially if your mates don't have it and they're using M4s and you're just there with a 100-round mag just spraying, they will be surprised. They will be surprised. I got a 16 kill game. I don't have any gameplay for that, so you have to take my word, sadly. 16 kill Warzone victorying squads with it alone. I killed a whole squad in one mag. Like, this gun is awesome. It really is. And if you have the time and you want to use it in Warzone, honestly get it. But if you don't play Warzone a lot, then this gun is a gun that you should just honestly pass on, because as much as it's awesome and fun, it's just not the best in multiplayer, and it's, to some people, it's not worth the hassle. It really isn't. But no, so that was my my brief review on the new gun. Well, the newish gun. It's been out for a while now, but hey. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was brief and I haven't been here for a while, but I've just been using the gun a lot and it's been really fun. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is Callum, and I will see you next time. Bye.